Hi guys, it's me. Just doing my first real episode of the TwinnieVlog. Took me a while to really think about what I wanted to do it on, and I decided to vent about my church a little bit. I love my church, don't get me wrong. I've been going there since I was probably 12, so about 10 years. On and off a little bit from when I was struggling with religion, and of course the 4 years that we weren't living in Florida, so I couldn't go there. But I have been steadily going now for a few months, probably since about May of last year. So that's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So that's 11, 16, I don't know. It's a long time. Okay, a few months. And I've been volunteering there since about probably August of last year. And I wanted to start a craft group because I love to do crafts. I like to sew and quilt and make jewelry and all that good stuff. And I figured we could make a craft group at my church and help people, like make blankets for the homeless or put together things for single moms or struggling families, or even like battered women's shelters, anything really. I just want to help someone in our community. So I brought it up to the group's organizer kind of person, and that was probably October when I brought it up the first time. And she said it wasn't a good time because the church had asked all of the small groups to do a certain thing for a few weeks, like 6 weeks. They were doing a small study group thing on a particular subject. And I understand that, that's okay. And then November, December, we were doing food drives and toy drives and Christmas shows and stuff like that. So I understood, okay, again, not a good time. But January, nothing was going on. February, nothing was going on. March, nothing's going on. So what's taking so long? Why can't I start this craft group? This is something I really want to do. I feel like this is what God has planned for me. And I know some people don't believe in God. They believe in maybe a different God or whatever. And that's cool. Believe whatever you want to believe. But this is what I believe, and this is just my opinion. So if you want to skip this episode, go for it. But that's 20, making sure I'm doing my video again. Anyways, yeah, it just really upset me. It kind of irks me that, I just keep hearing it's not a good time right now. It's not a good time right now. It's not a good time right now. And I'm getting really mad because I know it's a good idea. I know it could work. And even if there aren't very many people that are interested, even if it's just me and 2 other women and, some teenagers that are just doing small things once a month, it doesn't matter, because the smallest things can really make a big difference, especially in a community. And she's just keeps telling me it's not a good time, and what if there's no interest? What if, there's no money in the budget to help with, supplies and stuff? And it's just, I don't care about any of that. I don't care if I'm the only one doing it. I just want there to be a choice. There should be able to say, we should be able to, tell people, if you are interested in learning about crafts like crocheting or knitting or sewing or whatever, we should be able to offer that to them so they can help the community by making things. Right now I'm working on a quilt for a woman who goes to our church who's undergoing some more rounds of chemotherapy. She's elderly. She's probably in her 60s or 70s, and she's been fighting cancer for a while. And I wanted to make a quilt for someone who could use a little hope, to help her strong. And, so I'm doing that. And the group's organizer lady, who keeps telling me that it's not a good time, has now asked me to make 150 bags to give to the women of this conference in Thailand that they're going to in June. And don't get me wrong, I'm totally up for it. I am really, really excited to do that. And I really want to help the church, and I want to, spread the word of God and all that stuff. But, I mean, if we had this craft group, we could have 10 women doing this with me. It wouldn't just be me. And people don't even know that that choice is there yet, because she just keeps saying, it's not a good time yet. It's not a good time yet. It's not a good time yet. And I'm getting mad. It's just ridiculous, because there are so many people that we could help. We could help Haiti. We could help Mexico. We could help anybody in the world. And all I keep hearing is the same thing every single week. And I volunteer there twice a month. I'm there from 9 o'clock in the morning until usually right around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, twice a month, and sometimes 3 times a month, depending on how many weeks there are in the month. But, I mean, I'm doing everything I really can right now because I have 2 kids, I have a husband, a house to take care of, and so I can't be there during the day. All I can give them is pretty much Sunday, or sometimes some things at night, because I also go to school and my husband goes to school. So it's just, I feel like they're not giving me a chance to prove to them that we could do some good. And it's just not fair. I mean, I feel like I'm being oppressed here. And that's probably a poor word to use, because, I mean, slaves were oppressed and, stuff like that. But it's kind of the only word that came to mind. It kind of fits a little bit. But it's just so frustrating to feel like you're not allowed to reach your potential. You're not allowed to do what you love. And I just feel like they put me in this little box. I'm not allowed to get out. I just have to stay here because it's not a good time to do anything else. It's just not fair. And I can't go around this woman because she is the one in charge of the groups. I can't talk to, the pastor or his wife or anything, because it is this woman's job to pretty much set up groups and approve them, or say, no, it's not what we're looking for, or whatever. It's just, have you ever felt that way? Like someone is not letting you really reach for your potential? You're just kind of being squished down. It's not very nice. It's not a good feeling. And I don't know. I just think some people have too much power than they can really handle, or maybe just too much on their plate. They don't have time, or they don't have, the capacity to do everything that needs to get done. And if she is, has too much on her plate and just doesn't want to worry about a new project right now, that's fine. I can do it all by myself, and I've told her this. But it's just frustrating. All right. Well, why don't you give me your thoughts on maybe how you have been kind of restricted, or maybe you could just rant about whatever, or maybe you could give me a little cheering up if you can. I'm kind of rambling now, so I'm going to cut it short. All right, well, thanks for watching.